everyone, it's Karen from the Geordie Grandma. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another Sunday Sunshine Show, which as always is in collaboration with Marie from @BusyBeeMarie, Maria from Maria Crocker and Tina from @Tina's Talk Time. And every Sunday morning at 7:30 we all bring you a video with the same topic, but we all put our own spin on it. So once you've watched my video, you can go across and watch theirs. Today's topic is 5 new things we've tried this week. Now, it's always good to try new things. I think it keeps the brain active and keeps us from getting bored, especially as we get older. It wasn't that difficult to come up with 5 new things. There's always new things to try, and there's probably still loads more new things I'd like to try as well, but I did pick 5. So I'm just now going to show you exactly what they were. So the first new thing I'm going to try is a pickled walnut. Now, I've had these in my cupboard for probably 2 years. I did check the best before date, and it is 2025. These are OP's pickled walnuts, and it says sweet and tangy. Now, I've never tried a pickled walnut before. I like pickles and I like walnuts, so I'm thinking I'm gonna like pickled walnuts. So let's have a look. Take the lid off. I'm a bit nervous about this. I don't like trying new foods. Right, it feels quite soft. That's a rather large pickled walnut. Is there a smaller one? These are all big pickled walnuts. Okay, so if you've never had a pickled walnut before, that's what it looks like. It doesn't look very much like a walnut, I have to say. It smells sweet and it smells pickly. So my mouth's salivating actually at the smell of the pickle. So let's have a try. I have to say, I don't like it. No, I think I've got black teeth now. I think it's the texture. It is very soft. The taste is actually not bad. It's a sweet pickly taste, but the walnut is really soft and it tastes mushy. Yeah, that's not for me. So the first new thing didn't go very well, did it? Let's hope day 2's new thing is a bit better. So the second new thing I decided to try was swinging. No, not the kind of swinging you're thinking of. I actually took the grandkids to the play park and Harriet loves the swing, so I decided to get on the swing next to her. As you can see here, I quite enjoyed myself. I haven't been on a swing since, oh God, must have been about 14, maybe 15 possibly, so quite a long time ago. So I got on and I thought, am I going to remember what to do? And it's like riding a bike. You just pick it up straight away. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. Made us feel so young. And it was quite exhilarating, even though I didn't go that high. Harriet was suggesting I went higher, but that was quite high enough for me. So I thoroughly enjoyed swinging. The next new thing I've tried this week is a book of poetry. Now, I have read poetry before. Quite a long time ago, I bought myself a book of poetry, but it was a lot of it was quite old poetry, so maybe it's from the 19th century and earlier. And I thought I would try it. I quite liked it. Some of it I didn't understand, so I thought I would try another one. And this is the one I tried. I listened to this on Audible. I think it's called She Is Fierce, but I'll put the picture here. Now, the woman reading it, I can't remember her name. Again, I will put the name here because I can't remember. she kept reading some of the poems in a different accent. So she had an English accent, but she kept reading some of them in a Scottish accent, and I'm guessing that's because the poetry was written by Scottish ladies. All the poetry was written by women. And then she was reading a couple of poems in an American accent, and I didn't like it. I just thought it was strange when she just switched into a Scottish accent or an American accent. For me, that didn't work. I did enjoy some of the poems. I haven't gotten through the whole book. I think I've read about 40. I've enjoyed some of them. I'll put the ones on here so far that I have enjoyed. It's only been about 3 that I have actually really enjoyed. There has been some of them that I would quite like to listen to again. Again, I don't really understand poetry. Some of it's just it's just words, and it doesn't really make a lot of sense to us. But I think poetry is supposed to be like art. You know, it's supposed to invoke the imagination and emotions. But for me, if you don't understand it, it's not going to invoke anything. So I think instead of having it on the Audible, I would have liked to have read it as a book, because I think when you read it, when you've got the book in front of you, you can like go back over some lines that you're not understanding. It's more difficult to do that with Audible. You can do that, but it is slightly more difficult. So I think listening to it didn't help. And it's easy for your mind to wander when you're doing that. But like I say, I did enjoy some of them. This one especially I did like. And there was another little one. I think this was to do with dementia. It was quite a short poem. And that kind of evoked an emotion for us. So I'll finish the book. And I will try some more poetry. But I think I would like to try some more modern, up-to-date poetry, so they're not kind of writing in the old-fashioned way that people may have talked back in the, you know, the 16th and the 17th century. It may make more sense to us if it's modern. I've never tried to write poetry. Maybe once when I was at school I maybe wrote a poem, but I've never tried, and that may be an interesting thing to try as well. It's always nice to try new things. So that was the poetry book. So this is the 4th new thing I've tried this week. And this is some eye makeup, and I decided to buy myself the e.l.f. No Budge eyeshadow sticks. They come in these boxes. This is what they look like outside of the box. I think this one is called Thrift Shop Frippery, which is quite difficult to say, and it's an odd name for a colour of a pencil, eyeshadow pencil. And this one is called Copper Chic. And this is a metallic one. That one's matte, and that one's metallic. So this is the matte one. It comes in a nice, I quite like the packaging of it. It's a nice smooth pencil shape. And there you can see it's got a twist up top. I'm going to put a video in here of me putting this makeup on. So I used this one all over my eye and up here. And then I used this one, which is the Copper Chic, which I quite like the colour of. But I don't think it's worked as well on top of this one. It may work better just by itself. So I've got this one in the corner of my eye and going up a little bit, and I've also got it underneath my eye. I have got a blue eyeliner on as well, just along the line of my top lash. So I quite like the look, but I don't think this one has worked that well on top of the thrift shop frippery colour. But again, like I say, I will try that on its own. It is nice and creamy to put on, and it goes on really well, and it's easy to use. If you're not used to wearing makeup, these might be a good thing to try, because you can actually place it exactly where you want it. And if you blend it out with a brush, it does blend out the edges quite nicely as well. I think this comes in about 8 different colours, but they're only £5 each. So, you know, they're not expensive to try. Yeah, I would definitely try some of the other colours. I quite like that. Now, the 5th thing I tried this week is actually a game, and it's a game called Spin Point, which is this. So the idea of the game is, the little ball in it keep going round. The idea of the game is you put all of the cards, these cards here, you put them face up on the table so the pictures are showing. The questions are on the back of the pictures, as you can see here. Now, you need more than one player to play. You need at least 2. In fact, it says it needs 3 to 6 players, and it's for ages 8 and up. So the person who is the searcher picks up the little spinny cup with the little ball bearing in it, and the person who is the reader picks up a card, turns it over, and reads out the first question on the card. If you're playing more than one round and you pick up the same card again, obviously you would go to the next question. So the pictures are on the front of the card, the questions are on the back of the card. So the questions, there is 6 questions on each card, and the first one here says heavier than a sack of potatoes. There's things like eaten with your hands, it can melt, associated with Las Vegas. So there's lots of different questions to go through. It'll keep you going, you know, you'll be able to play many, many games with them. So then what happens is, once the reader has picked up the card and selected the question for the searcher to look for, the searcher then picks up the little cup with the ball bearing in and spins it like that. And then they put it down and they have to search for the things that are heavier than a sack of potatoes on these picture cards, and they pick them all up. And they've only got until the time that little ball bearing stops moving. And then it's the person who, you know, you write how many you've gotten down on a scorecard, and other people can challenge you and say, okay, you haven't found them all, I can get more points if I find the you know, another one. And then it goes round each player and you all get a turn, and you write your numbers down on the little scorecard. And obviously once the game's finished, the person with the most points wins. I suppose you could play this in teams as well if you wanted to. I think it's a great game for you to, I mean, we played it with the grandkids, and I think it's a great game to play with the grandkids because it teaches them stuff as well. There are some quite hard questions in there, but you can make it a little bit more simple, or you can help them if you want to, if they're, you know, if they're quite young. But I think it would make a great game for a group of adults, you know, when you're having some drinks and some nibbles. I think that would be quite a fun game. So that is called Spin Point, the Find Them Fast game. So I highly recommend that game. They're the 5 things that I tried this week. So I tried the pickled walnuts, which I did not like. I tried swinging, Kiddies Park swings, which I absolutely loved, and I would definitely do that again if I'm in the park with the kids and there's not many people around. I tried the poetry, which is, it's 50-50. I'm willing to try some more to see if I can find some that I like. I tried the elf eyeshadow pencils, eyeshadow sticks, which I do like, but I don't think the two that I picked work very well together, because the copper colour didn't go very well over the more kind of beigey colour. But I would try some other colours because I think they were a really great price point. And the spin point game, I definitely think was a winner. We've actually had this on our shelf for about 4 years, and we only just opened it this week. So yeah, we will be playing that again. So I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know in the comments below if you've tried any of those things. Have you tried pickled walnuts? What did you think? If you've tried something that you think I might not have tried, let us know in the comments below, and you never know, I might give it a go. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to go across and watch Marie, Tina and Maria's videos and see what 5 things they tried this week. I'll certainly be going over now and having a look. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.